The fastest way to stay broke is to look successful because most people don't just want to be successful, they want to look successful. And at first, that seems harmless. You work hard, you start earning more. So naturally, you want your life to reflect that. Better clothes, better car, better place. It feels like progress. It feels like you're finally getting somewhere. But here's where things quietly start to shift because what feels like success is often just spending catching up with income. Imagine two people. They both start earning more around the same time. Let's say one of them upgrades everything immediately: new car, nicer apartment, more dining out, subscriptions, convenience everywhere. Nothing extreme, nothing irresponsible, just better. The second person, they do something slightly different. They upgrade a little, but they hold back on most things. From the outside, the first person looks more successful. Their lifestyle signals it. Their life feels upgraded. But underneath that, something else is happening because every visible upgrade comes with an invisible cost: higher fixed expenses, more financial commitments, less flexibility. And over time, those small upgrades stop being choices. They become expectations. Now let's make this a little more real. Say your income goes from $70,000 to $120,000. That's a big jump, and it feels like you finally have room. So you upgrade your apartment. That's an extra $800 a month. You upgrade your car. That's another $500. You start eating out more, maybe $300 to $400 more a month. Subscriptions, convenience, travel, slowly. Your monthly expenses increase by $1,800, maybe $2,000. And now, even though you're earning significantly more, your margin hasn't really changed. This is the part most people miss. It's not about how much you earn, it's about how much space you create between what you earn and what you spend. Now, here's where it gets psychological because people don't upgrade their lifestyle randomly. They do it because of how it makes them feel. A nicer car doesn't just get you from point A to point B, it signals progress, it signals identity, it signals that you're doing well. Same with where you live, what you wear, where you go. These things become proof that your effort is paying off. And once something becomes part of your identity, it becomes very hard to step away from it. Because now it's not just a car, it's your car. It's not just an apartment, it's your lifestyle. So even if the numbers don't make sense anymore, emotionally, it feels like going backwards. And that's where the trap tightens, because now you're not just spending money, you're maintaining an identity. Now let's go back to those two people. The first person, their lifestyle grows quickly, their expenses grow with it, and over time, their entire income gets assigned: mortgage, car payment, bills, subscriptions, lifestyle. There's very little left. So even though they earn more, they feel stuck. The second person, they take a different approach. They don't upgrade everything immediately. They keep parts of their life stable. Their rent doesn't jump dramatically. Their lifestyle stays controlled. So when their income increases, something important happens. A gap forms. And that gap, that's where everything changes. Because that gap is where savings begin, investments happen, opportunities are created. Let's say they earn the same $120,000, but instead of increasing expenses by $2,000 a month, they only increase by $500. That leaves them with $1,500 of extra space every month. That's $18,000 a year. Now, here's where time does something powerful. If that $18,000 is invested consistently, even at a modest return over 10 to 15 years, it turns into something substantial, not because of one big decision, but because of consistent behavior. And this is where the outcomes start to separate. At first, the difference is invisible. One person looks more successful, the other looks normal. But over time, the direction becomes clear. One is maintaining a lifestyle, the other is building assets. And eventually, that difference becomes impossible to ignore. Now, here's the important part. This isn't about never spending money. It's not about living extremely frugally. It's not about avoiding enjoyment. The real difference is intention. Are you upgrading your life because you consciously chose to, or because it felt like the next thing you're supposed to do? Because there's a subtle shift that happens. You go from, I want this, to, this is just how I live now. And once you reach that point, you stop questioning your expenses. That's how lifestyle becomes automatic. And when your lifestyle becomes automatic, your financial decisions stop being intentional. And that's when people start earning more, but building nothing. Now, step back for a second, because this is where everything becomes clear. Wealth is not built by what people see, it's built by what people don't see. The investments no one talks about, the money not spent, the upgrades that didn't happen, the lifestyle that stayed controlled. That's where the real progress happens. And that's why, if you look at people who actually build wealth, they often don't look the way you expect. They don't always drive the nicest car. They don't always live in the most expensive place. They don't constantly upgrade everything around them because they're not optimizing for appearance. They're optimizing for ownership. And those are two very different goals. One gives you validation today, the other gives you freedom later. So you end up with a choice. Do you want your money to be visible, or do you want it to be working? Because in most cases, it can't fully do both. And this is the hidden cost of looking successful. It's not the money you spend, it's the wealth you never build. So here's something to think about. When your income increases, what grows first, your lifestyle or your gap? Because that answer is quietly shaping your future. I'm Robert. I'll see you in the next one.